seem to shake you.
That's right, live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. We're back. It's the Wednesday show. It's the midweek fix. So go ahead and take a seat back, grab something to drink. We're going to drink some truth serum tonight. And I want to appreciate all the day oneers. Let's go through the formalities, all right? We got a lot to talk about tonight, cabrones. Gracias all the day oneers. Gracias everyone in the members only. Members only know who they are, the backbone of the community. I appreciate all the members only. Members only, we have a good old time. It's a community, a tight-knit community de nosotros. But they have exclusive access to everything VIP, content creator, series of fighting. They get to see all the peleas in the members only. And so shout out to all the members only. It's something 99. If you want to go ahead and join the members only, you can. All you got to do is go to the main YouTube page and then hit the join button. There's a join button, something over there. Now, it's not for everyone. Warning. It's not for everyone, all right? But I appreciate all the day oneers. Gracias for everyone that's already tapping in. I appreciate you, P-Dog, my boy. We're going to go ahead and get into all of that tonight. And then we're going to go ahead and open the lines. But the formalities, cabrones. Gracias all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone, the members only. All the Chicano channels, all the Chicano pages. I highly appreciate you guys. Shout out to them. Shout out to Norbies. Shout out to News with Norbies. I tapped in last night with News with Norbies, cabron. It was a great show. You got a great community over there, Norbies. So shout out to you. All of those cabrones are real simpático. Great conversations, great phone calls. So I appreciate all the Chicano channels, News with Norbies, Tony A, Pocho One. I'm forgetting half of them, cabrones. I can't remember half of them. We dubbed already, I guess. We dubbed who the king of podcasting is. I guess we did. And that would be Lucky Sun Zoo. Because Lucky Sun Zoo is hot to trot right now, okay? Almost 200K going on Lucky Sun Zoo's channel. So I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in. Okay, all the Chicano channels, all the Chicano pages. Shout out to you guys. Real quick, I want to mention this. Gente, someone tagged me, right? I get tagged all the time. But someone tagged me in Mexican. My bad. In a Mexican taco post. O era una pinche taqueria, gente. Let me give you the neta. And no, don't take this the wrong way for whoever tagged me. But, gente, if it's supposed to be a real Mexican taqueria, why the hell are they putting hot Cheetos in the food? If you're going to tag me on Mexican food, first of all, que sea comida deliciosa. Second of all, that don't count, okay? And I hate to burst people's bubbles. You know, maybe people are promoting una taqueria. But if they have hot Cheetos inside the food, that is not Mexican food. I don't give a shit. I mean, hot Cheetos, that's for 13-year-olds. That's for 14-year-olds. I mean, come on now. So, anyways, I don't even know why I mentioned that. Gracias to all the day oneers. Every one of the members only. Let's go ahead and give a roll call before we get into the discussion today. P-Dog is in the casa. That's right. I appreciate you, my boy. C-Dog is in the casa. That's right. I appreciate you, C-Dog. Enrique Ledesma, Corco, we got security at the pinche puerta. That means no weirdos or no lames are going to be, we're going to talk about some of these lames tonight. No lames are going to be walking in through the door because we got Corco door security. I appreciate you, cabron. And then we got Isai Sanjos in the casa too. Droops, I appreciate you. Buenas noches, Riverside La Sierra. Riverside La Sierra, he commented, he said, hey, Mikey, you're going live on was it Labor Day? It was Labor Day, right? And then I said, no way, estoy crudo. It was on a video post on YouTube, right? He goes, a la noche como rey, a mañana como güey. I mean, you hit the nail on the head, cabron. I appreciate you, cabron. That's how we play. That's our estilo, cabron. So we're going to talk about also a couple things. I want to bring awareness to Daniela Mendiola case. I also want to talk about, we're going to go ahead and do a reaction to a video that is on a gentleman named Spiderloke. I don't know who he is. I just found the page today. I wasn't subscribed. I'm still not subscribed. Maybe I'll subscribe after today's reaction. And we're also going to talk about is the Raza, you and I. You and I. Is rap, is hip-hop something that's ours or it's not ours and we're just visiting and touching it and we're only guests? We'll get into all that tonight. Gracias to everyone. So last roll call, Artie Marin, Burques in the casa. That's right, cabrón. Norbies is in the casa with the little pinche special emoji. ¿Qué es eso, güey? Ruben C, that's right. My boy, saludos from headquarters. I haven't said that in a long time, cabrón. I haven't said that in a long. I used to say on the Salinas Report channel, headquarters is in the casa. And headquarters, I use that as, and you know what I mean, Farmero, when I say headquarters. But I use that to name the community, but I ain't even called it that. Aquí somos, la mayoría somos Chicanos, but shout out to Farmero. There's a day oneer from the soil. Loyal to the soil. The 831 is now in the house. Now that the 831 is in the house, we're going to go ahead and kick this shit off, man. All right? Let's go ahead. Oh, a couple things I wanted to mention, though. For anyone that is thinking there's been a large migration, gente, I would say about 20% of California within the last 4 years has moved out. The numbers are dwindling. People are just moving out of state. if you're looking to move out of state, particularly to the state of Texas, okay? That's another Raza state. I believe it's open carry, concealed carry. It's a red state. If you're looking to move over to Texas, you guys, then I want to plug you in with my buddy. His name is Mark Salinas. He's a developer. He builds homes. I talked to him today. He builds homes. He's a boxing aficionado, and he works for DAZN and has the credentials to get inside every single DAZN event. I was talking to him today, and I asked him about business. I said, wait, I don't know why I haven't plugged you in. Mark Salinas, Arriba Homes. If anyone is making that trek, that migration over to Texas from California, go ahead and tap in with me. I'm going to put you in good hands. I'm going to put you in the Mero's hands. He has a lot of people that are working under him, okay? Like the sales agents that sell the homes, the lenders, brokers, everyone in the middle, right? This is the chingon Mero that doesn't need to lift a finger for nothing. He builds the houses out there. So I believe he's building in Edinburgh or McAllen, that area over there. I believe the name of the community is also Rio Grande Valley. Okay, so shout out to Mark Salinas. Cabrones, if you're looking to go over to Texas, just get a hold of me. Again, it's a big move. It's a big move, but a lot of people have moved over to Texas. And so if you're looking to go over to Texas, I'll plug you in, Mark Salinas. All right, let's keep it moving. All right. Oh, it's Mexican Heritage Month, cabrones. This is our month. This is our month, okay? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, because they're already calling it Latin X Month. They're already, that's right, Norbies. They're already calling it Latinx Month. They're calling it Hispanic Heritage Month. I don't like that term. I really don't. It kind of bugs me. You're Hispanic, so where are you from? Are you from Hispania? Or, you see what I'm saying? So it's Mexican Heritage Month. I mean, if you want to be inclusive, I get it. But what happens when you want to take Mexicans out of it? There ain't shit. You know what I mean? There ain't no month at all. So it's Mexican Heritage Month. It's a little bit, it causes an extra sense of pride in Mexicanos. If you want to see a good movie, I recommend Mi Familia. We watched it over Labor Day weekend. That movie will put Mexican pride inside of you, cabrones. Even if you've been missing it, say you're third generation Chicano, fourth generation Chicano, or something like that. You lost the language. No hablas español. We could talk about that. Then this is still your month. Watch Mi Familia, and you'll get some culture inside of you. That is guaranteed. All right. So again, all the formalities are done. Oh, well, we got the NFL that's coming up. So week 1 of the NFL is kicking off. The Niners, where are they at? Right here. We got Aaron Rodgers coming over on Monday night, so we're going to whip that ass. I don't know if we're at home or we're away, but everyone's going to start getting into football guerras. Niners, Raiders, Cowboys. They're going to start go to the park and throw chingazos like the outsiders and socias and shit like that. You guys do you. Knock yourselves out. That's fine. I'm not going to go throw chingazos for any football team. They ain't paying none of my bills. I love them. But, you know, they ain't putting no food on my table. It's not that serious, cabrones. Next week, we got week 1 of the NFL. Then we'll get into all that cotorreo. Real quick, before we start, I want to make some announcements as far as the schedule goes. The schedule. This month is going to be a great month. Again, Mexican Heritage Month. Don't get it twisted, cabrones. Mexican Heritage Month. On 9/11, we got a special live. We got the chairwoman of the RNHA is going to be in the casa. And then we got Congressman Pete Hernandez. He's going to also be in the house. And it's going to be yours truly. And it's going to be Mrs. Chicano Tube. Again, this is the first, the only, and the last show you need to see when it comes to politics. Okay? I always say it, politics is a buzz killer. Yes, it's a buzz killer, but it moves the needles, okay? Let's keep that a buck, okay? So I'm not saying don't vote, But if you want unbiased, straight from the corazon, politics that affect the barrio, that affect the neighborhoods, affect us Mexicanos, us Chicanos, and the Raza, then tune in on 9/11. It's going to be the first and the last. All the politics you need to hear for one whole year is happening on 9/11. And then tune in. Come with me. You guys, I want to bring all you guys with me to a special appearance that I'm going to make on the G. Lou Show. Okay, mi hermano G. Lou, real, recognized real, my brother from another mother. Shout out to you. I'll be on the G. Lou Show. I think it's a late night show, like an after-hour show. I think it's 9 or 9:30, something like that, right? So I'm gonna be doing some night crawling that night. You know, we're gonna be podcasting late at night, but it's gonna be a good conversation. It's gonna be a great conversation. I'll leave that up to the man G. Lou. You lead the way, cabron. But join me on 9/13 Friday that night on the G. Lou Show, and let's bring the Raza over there. Let's show them love over there. Let's bring all the Chicanos, all the Raza. Let's bring Chicano Street to the G. Lou Show. All right, 9/13, and then a special interview happening just for Mexican Heritage Month, cabrones. A special interview. It's going to be dropped. It's going to happen on Mexican Independence Day, which is a Monday. Okay. And it's going to be with Marvelous Minds. There couldn't have been another gentleman more fitting than Marvelous Minds to hit Chicano Street. So I'm pumped up. I'm fired up for that one. We're going to go ahead and get into everything. We're going to pull the cobijas off all these cabrones and talk about it. Matter of fact, there was a little clip that crossed my feed. I don't know where I saw it, but it was Marvelous doing a boop bop. I mean, there was 2 hits, boom, and the dude hitting the floor, bop. That's all it was. It crossed my feed. If you didn't know, oh yeah, Marvelous got hands. Alvin, he's real lucky. You're real lucky that he wasn't by himself at that car show when you were car show stalking. So again, Marvelous Minds on 9/16. I can't wait. It's gonna be great. Of course, we have a regular. We have none other than Run the Fade is gonna come back on Chicano Street. Mi hermano, I highly appreciate you for hitting it one more time. And then we're gonna have Pocho One back on the podcast. He always brings that energy. I mean, no one is putting on for NorCal more than Pocho One. So shout out to Pocho One, cabron. Shout out to you. The people loved when we did the King of Cali. We might do another King of Cali, rap King of Cali, and we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about, you might not like my opinion. You might even unsubscribe after I say what I got to say, but it's okay because I'm going to speak straight from the heart, whether the Raza Chicanos, whether rap and hip hop belong to us. Okay, we'll answer all that tonight. So that's a great month that we got lined up. Is Mexican Heritage Month, cabrones. Come on. Let's go ahead and get into it right now, though. I want to go ahead and play a video. I'm seeing all the chat. The chat is pinchy lit, man. The chat is lit, I'll tell you that. Amanda's in the casa. Says, Farmero has a teardrop. Damn it. Chicanos have teardrops. You know, it's crazy in the movie Mi Familia, right? You know, it was like, this is back in the 1950s. And he said, my crazy sisters, Tony and Irene. And even Tony was like, ese, and this and that. I'm like, it just runs in the culture. It runs in the culture. I really wish the youngsters would use ese again, or whatever you want to say, instead of the N-word. But maybe we'll get into that tonight. Maybe we will. All right. All right. Enough of that. Let's go ahead. And I want to play this video because I want to bring awareness to something that crossed my feed. I didn't see anybody else talking about it. And that's a shame. That's a shame. But what we do here on Chicano Street is we're going to bring awareness. And then we're going to open up the phone lines. So let me take off the teardrop comment. Chingado teardrops. Chingado, man. All right. Let me see what we got. Okay, let me see what we got. All right, here we go. All right, perfect. So let me put on the headphones, you guys. You guys, this is a story of a young Chicana that got unalived. Very unfortunate, very tragic story. I want to get your take and your opinion. We bring awareness. If we can do anything with the channel, is try to elevate the raza or at least bring awareness to things that aren't talked about too often. Let's just say that. But when it pertains to the raza, when it pertains to the people, and when you know what I mean when I say raza, when it pertains to Mexicanos, Chicanos, Mexican Americans, however you want to name it, we're going to go ahead and get into it tonight. Let's see this story about Daniela Trejo Mendiola, and then let's talk about it.
Tonight, a family's push for answers 2 weeks after their daughter died. Good evening, I'm Sydney Moore.
And I'm Chad Silver. A small group gathered outside the Alamance County Courthouse today to support the Mendiola family. Their daughter died when a car hit her a few weeks back. They told WFMY News 2's Nixon Norman why they feel the need to push for justice.
For now, the tears of Mendiola's family have dried. But now more than ever, they're demanding answers. That was clear today when more than 30 people stood in front of the Alamance County Courthouse, simply saying Daniela's life mattered. A father's pain.
I can't believe I don't have my daughter anymore.
Turned into the fight of a lifetime.
Where is the justice?
From the moment Daniela Mendiola died, her family has said something wasn't right. We told you a couple of weeks ago, state troopers say 17-year-old Mendiola was walking in the middle of Oak Grove Church Road in Liberty when a car hit her and took off. Family members and some neighbors say she was actually waiting in her boyfriend's driveway. There's also been a dispute over the driver, who returned to the scene about 30 minutes later. Family says the driver came back in a different car. Highway Patrol says it was the same car. They say because he returned, he won't be charged. No matter the scenario, her family feels her case hasn't been taken seriously. That's why they stood in front of the Alamance County Courthouse and demanded justice.
No matter what color you are, but justice is the same.
The same goes for Olivia Vital. The independent journalist drove 4 hours to join the demonstration.
It just feels like her story was being swept under the rug.
She says it's crucial to spread the word about Daniela's story, particularly online.
The way that people gather their news is different than how it was. It's changed. People are on their phones, so it's important to have her face be on all different platforms.
Mendiola's family says this is just the beginning.
We not gotta stop, we just keep going and going and going.
Daniela's father says they plan to continue demonstrating outside of the courthouse until there's justice for his daughter. I reached out to Highway Patrol and the Alamance County District Attorney after hours today to get an update on the investigation, but haven't heard back yet.
Nixon, thank you. Well, the case has gotten a lot of attention in the Triad, so much so that the Liberty Police Department released a statement today. It sent condolences to the family and acknowledged people who have questions. It says people need to stop calling them for answers since they are not involved in the case.
The accelerating land
died.
So hold on a second. Anyways, that last part kind of threw me for a pinchy curveball. Let's talk about it, gente. But before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and you know what we got to do. We got to get some truth serum. This is the way we tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in regards to the young Chicana that got unalived in North Carolina. As soon as this kicks in right now, whoo, that North Carolina district attorney, don't know what's gonna hit him. All right, let's go ahead and get some truth serum and let's talk about this. Salud. It's Mexican Heritage Month. Nothing like drinking agave. The story of Daniela Mendiola, it hits close to home for a lot of people, especially me, because I'm going to be talking about a similar story that happened to one of my personal friends here in Salinas in Monterey County that the district, I don't want to get ahead, that the district attorney has failed in upholding justice to us. And I'll talk about that after I talk about Daniela. So let's talk about this case in Daniela. So basically, Daniela was at a residence. It was already dark, and it was after hours, and she called for a ride. She called to get picked up for a ride. And when she called to get picked up for a ride, she walked outside of the house and waited. Okay, this is what the mother of the owner of the house said. When Daniela walked outside, Daniela did not walk down the street. She did not cross the street. She waited in the driveway of the home. So they're saying that that she was walking. They're saying, no, that's fabricated. She's saying, no, they're saying that is fabricated 100%, and she was waiting in the driveway. Because then the owner said, why would she be walking down the street? Or in one instance, somebody said she was crossing the street. What they're trying to do is they're trying to portray that she got in the way of the vehicle. Can you see the 42 fake? Can you see it? Okay. She's waiting in the driveway. This car veered off the pinche road. Veered off the road y la mató. Not instantly. She ended up, oh, this breaks my heart to even say this. She ended up crawling to a ditch. She ended up crawling to a ditch, and 20 minutes later lost her life on the side of the road. And then if you notice, the news reporter said the guy la pegó and then he took off. Now, here's the conflicting reports when obviously there has to be a truth. There's two sides of the coin, but there's only one truth. This guy la pegó, took off half an hour later. Because of his guilty conscience, half an hour later, he ended up returning, and there's conflicting reports. They're saying he returned in a different car, but the state troopers in Carolina are saying he returned in the same car. Conflicting. What's all this conflicting stories about? Is there a cover-up happening that the people don't know about? Because that's what it smells like. He came back to the scene of the crime. Keep that a buck. And there was still no arrest or no charges. So as of right now, there is no justice for the young lady that's resting in peace, the 17-year-old that had the rest of her life in front of her. She still had her adolescence. She still had her teenage years. She still had the prom. She still had college, a career. She still had to get married. But because of a stupid pendejo trooper son, a state trooper son, they're trying to sweep it under the carpet. And the Raza's not going for it. The Raza is not going for it. I appreciate you, mi amiga Green Eyes. It's a sensitive topic, but it hits close to home for me. I'm going to tell you why now. I'm going to tell you why. For 3 years, there has been no justice for my personal friend from Salinas, Rosie Figueroa. No justice. All of the petitions that we signed on change.org, they ain't doing shit. The district attorney in Monterey County is not doing shit. Now, there are similarities in the case. And at the end, I'm going to let you know what I think is really happening. Okay? Friends help friends. Friends help friends. That's what I think is really happening, okay? And a little bit later in the show, we'll open up the phone lines. Cálmase, gente. Cálmase. I appreciate all the comments. That's right. AZ Diablo. That's right. Artie Marin. Man on Fire. Al Pinche Red Dog. That's right. I appreciate you. Risky Business in the Casa. That's right. My friend Rosie Figueroa, same age, born in 81. Same age. I met her at middle school. She was an athlete through and through. I never saw, they called her Ro, a lot of different names, mi amiga. I never saw her without a baseball bat on her shoulder, a basketball in her arm, a volleyball in her arm. She played all the sports. Matter of fact, on her headstone, she's laying to rest not too far from Mom's, same cemetery. They put a baseball on her headstone. Just to show you, she was all of that. And she was a mother to a beautiful 1-year-old girl at that time. Trip out on this story. This is very similar. Watch how similar it is. You're going to trip out. My friend was coming, and I hadn't talked to her in a long time. I mean, we just, the last time I even saw her was, I appreciate, gracias to the new subscriber to the channel. Gracias for subscribing. The last time I saw her was on social media, was on Facebook. You know, I opened up a Facebook early when I barely got a smartphone. I got a smartphone like in 2012. It was a Droid X. Remember the Droid X? The one that when you powered it on said Droid. Todo eso la chingada. That's when I jumped on social media. The wifey was already getting Blackberries every year since 2008. She was probably on social media 5-6 years. I was working 2 jobs back then. I didn't have time for social media, right? And didn't know how important it is when it comes to building a brand. So that's the last time I saw her. She was leaving a hospital with her mom in Salinas, visiting someone. She went out of the hospital, Romy Lane, turned on Davis, which is a very popular road on the west end of Salinas. That's the furthest west because all that is fields now. I mean, going out there, that's all you see is fields. She was driving with her mother and got rear-ended by a pendejo and his friend. When the police, the law enforcement showed up, both of these gavachos were out of their car. They're both skinny, little 18-year-old, 19-year-old gavachos that were drunk. The police ended up writing in their report they smelled alcohol. But for some reason, in their report, they wrote a lot of inconclusive shit. Excuse my language. We don't know who was driving. Well, pendejos, you could figure out who was driving. There's only 2 people in the car. How hard is that? So that was inconclusive. We don't know who was driving. The seat looked a little bit moved. It didn't look like the person, he would be sitting there. The guy looked like he would be sitting. Who gives a shit? My friend passed away at the scene. Dead OA. On arrival. DOA. To this day, not one person has done 1 day in jail over the death of my friend Rosie Figueroa. The Gavachos, both of them, guess what? They're from Tinseltown. They grew up in a Silver Spoon. They're from Carmel. They were drunk driving through Salinas, which you got it from Carmel to Salinas. Carmel is high-endville, okay? High-endville. Over there, Los Güeros, you know, they're $5-6 million houses, okay? And me and the wifey work a lot of events out there. The Gavachos were from high-endville, Carmel. The only thing the Gavacho that they ever did, ever, throughout the whole court proceedings, well, one of the men, the suspected driver, he checked himself in to a rehab facility. He's 18 years old. After he checked into a rehab facility, guess what happened? The judge ended up rendering a decision, and he said, this is what the judge said. This is going to blow you away. It blew me away. The judge said, Because there was so many errors in the case, so many discrepancies, this case is getting thrown out. No one's going to jail. No one's going to prison. Yet we had to bury my friend in the ground. This is what it sounds like. It sounds like friends helping friends. Well, Bob, the state trooper. I'm just saying, well, Bill. Yeah, it looks like it's a tough predicament, man. Little Bill, it's kind of tough. Man, but I need your help, Bob. I need your help. It was just one mistake. Yeah, it's a pretty big mistake though, Bill. Someone lost their life. Oh, come on, Bob. I've been on the force for 30 years. What can you do? Well, I'll see what I can do. This is exactly, almost identical, the case. A state trooper's son. It reminds me of the movie. Have you ever seen that movie on Netflix called Frontera? The Mexican dude from that one movie. What was it called? Shooter. Remember the Mexican dude in Shooter? Remember he's prieto, es moreno el güey. Mexican dude on Shooter. He came out on a movie called Frontera. These two dudes, him and another dude, were crossing the border illegally. I mean, they're coming over here to get some feria, right? I get it. That's a whole different topic, right? We might get into it tonight. I don't know. I want to get into Spider-Loc too and talk about maybe Alvin a little bit. Who knows? They crossed the border. Okay, they met a lady who was the property owner in Arizona. It was her rancho. I mean, she had like 100 acres. Okay, but it was on the Mexico border. So they always had people coming through. This lady was so nice, had such a good heart. She gave them water. She told them how to go this way, don't go that way, do this. She gave them water. She gave them blankets. She gave them everything. All of a sudden, some pendejo started shooting. Pa, pa. Not automatic rifle dispensa. It was a sniper rifle. I mean, not automatic weapon. It was a sniper rifle. Because there are some pendejos that are so twisted in the head. These pinche pendejos think, well, I got to take justice in my own hands. And since they won't do nothing to secure the border, these pendejos go out there and they shoot. Okay? So they shot at the two guys. Boom, boom, boom. The lady was still there when the bullet almost hit the ground in front of the horse. The horse went up. Boom, y se cayó la mujer. Boom, and she died. They were looking for the Prieto. I'm telling you, the one that came out on Shooter, the Mexican guy. They were looking for him and wanted to pin the murder on him. But her husband was a really solid, good-hearted, ex-retired sheriff. He visited him in jail, asked him what happened. He knew that the Mexicano was telling the truth. You just know. He knew he was telling the truth. And he ended up going back to the scene. He got cartuchos from the bullets. Guess who the shooter was? The shooter in that movie Frontera, I think it's called Frontera on Netflix. Go ahead and Google it. It's a great movie. Great movie. Another great recommendation. The shooter was the son of one of the sheriffs. All of these three stories that I just mentioned, same similarities. And so, they started having that conversation behind the scenes. Well, little Bobby, he's going to have to face justice. But Bill, come on. I've been on the force for 25 years, Bill. Help me out. Same shit. The same thing, except that good-hearted sheriff dude said Chicano Street. Chicano Street. He said little Bobby is going to have to face justice. But if you don't have someone with a conscience, someone with integrity, someone that's honest, this is what's going to happen. This can very well happen in the case of Daniela, where no one gets justice. because friends help friends. It's sad to say, but money talks and bullshit takes the bus. It's a cold fact. The justice system, yes, it has to be revamped. Yes, it has to be revamped. No, I'm not knocking que el Estados Unidos, que no. Don't get that twisted. I'm not like one of these pendejos que Estados Unidos, and Jorge Ramos, and they just shit on it and dump on it and dump on it. No. This is the country that my parents almost died getting to give me a better life. And they'd be rolling in their graves if I were to go ahead and shit on it. No. I don't do that. But the justice system, in a lot of instances, is rigged. I don't know if there's going to be justice for this young Chicana, Daniela Trejo Mendiola, but rest in peace. The last thing I wanted to play was the brother. The brother gave a statement, and I wanted to play the brother. This statement, it might get you a little emotional. O sea, it was real. It was real. All right, here we go. Oh, another thing I want to mention, you guys. Gracias to you guys, man. We just hit 12,000 subscribers, man. We just hit 12,000 subscribers. The credit is to you guys. It's not to me. I never thought in 1 year, we're going to cross 12,000 subscribers, but because you guys like it, spread the word. You can even share it. If you're watching from your smartphone, there's a share button also under the video, which you can hit the share button. And if your phone is linked to your IG, Facebook, Twitter, X, YouTube, whatever, you can share it on as many platforms. That's been helping. But I appreciate you guys. We just hit 12K. Let's go ahead and get back into this one, though. Chicano lives matter. That's right, Death Row. They definitely do. I don't know if there's going to be justice in this case. I really don't know. But let me play at least the brother. I want you guys to hear what the brother has to say. And the district attorney in Almance County in North Carolina, we're not going to rest until there's justice. Believe that.
Died earlier this week after troopers say a car hit her in Liberty.
My name is Alberto Trejo, and I'm making this video today for my little sister Daniela Trejo that passed. There was the deputy's son had hit my sister with a car, left my sister for dead, and he didn't receive no type of charges.
The family says she was just waiting for a ride after visiting her boyfriend.
Today I spoke with both Daniela's family and the mother of Daniela's boyfriend. They tell me they're frustrated the driver who hit their loved one is not facing any charges. We took their concerns to state troopers who say it's because the driver came back to the scene.
If you would have hit somebody with a car right now and stayed at the scene, you would have still been going to jail for murder.
They're left searching for answers. So is the mother of Mendiola's boyfriend, Heather Eastwood, who says Mendiola was leaving her home and waiting in her driveway when she was hit.
Why would she be crossing the street to go into these dark woods alone at 9:20 at night?
Troopers say after Brown hit Mendiola, he left the scene and drove back.
This was a murder. She died in that ditch 20 minutes after she got hit.
My sister was murdered. She got killed, and there's no arrest to be made. I'm not going to be quiet about this situation because I lost my best friend.
Daniela Mendiola died.
I know. Don't forget to hit that like, man. I appreciate you guys. It's a touchy subject. It hits close to home on all levels. Again, we're not going to rest until we get justice for Rosie Figueroa. The system in that case, and hopefully it doesn't appear in this case, but was rigged, and not one person got to see jail. Now, imagine this, gente. Imagine this. It was a person of color. What if it was a Mexicano, a Chicano, or let's just say African American, black, any other ethnicity, right? Do you think he or she would get off the hook if they did what this dude, Brown, I guess the last name of the sheriff's son is Brown, do you think they would get the same treatment and get off? I'm just asking. Or like they say, I'm asking for a friend. Do you think we would get the same treatment? I say absolutely not. To end it and move on, I do want to say this. It smells like a cover-up. It smells like they're going to sweep it under the rug unless you and I keep talking about it and put these pendejos on blast. The district attorney in Alvin County put them on blast. The patrol, the troopers in Alvin County put them on blast until we get justice. I've been screaming from the rooftops for my friend Rosie now for 3 years. For 3 years. It's one of the first things I talked about when I got my platform, when I made it, when we were just 300 to 500 strong. I remember saying a long time ago, man, if we just get 300 Spartans are better than 1,000 chavalas or 10,000 or 100,000. And here we go. We just hit 12K. I appreciate you, AZ Diablo. That's right, my boy. I couldn't do it without the Raza. Really what it is, cabron, is the Raza's just finding out, about Chicano Street, about how we roll. I know you're in AZ. Shout out to you. That's another Raza state right there, like New Mexico, like Texas, etc. And we're California, so we're the Mecca. They look at us as the trendsetters and the ones, right? And so that's why we got 12,000 deep. We're 40% of the pinchy state. We're going to be 100,000 deep one day. Mark my words. Anyways, the story of Daniela Trejo Mendiola, you guys. Go to my IG. The IG is, I put it up there. It's the same as the TikTok. It's Chicano Tube. Both of it's funny because both of them, it's kind of weird too. Both of them have almost identical the amount of followers. 7,007. And I go to TikTok and it's 7,005. And I'm like, shit, when they subscribe here, they subscribe there maybe. But let's go ahead and keep it moving on now. Because now I want to do a reaction, okay? I want to do a reaction to a video that I appreciate you guys that send me the links over. This is about Mexicans. It's Mexican Heritage Month. But it's a non-Mexican. A non-Mexican bringing Mexicans into problems. We got enough problems as it is. Well, of course, it's not like our grandfather's day or anything like that where we're getting batoned or pepper sprayed. Well, some people are, like Sonny, Despensa Sonny. It's not those days. But we don't need someone who is not Mexican stirring the pot and including Mexicans in their own issues. So let's go ahead and pull up the video. Give me a second, you guys. I wasn't ready for that one. Hold on. Let me see. Ay, cabrones. All right. YouTube. All right. History. Okay. I'm going to find it. Hold on, cabrones. It's a bunch of real estate videos. That's really all I watch. Here it is. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. Now, let me go back in here. So, I want to give a credit to Chemo's Flicks. Shout out to Chemo's Flicks. If you haven't subscribed over to this channel, subscribe. It's the very first channel that I search and I look when I jump onto YouTube. And let's talk about this thing right here. It says Spider Loke walks off Alvin and the Chipmunks podcast.
Not the mama, 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 not the mama.
I will, shut up. No, imagine. What do you mean, shut up? You keep asking me to let me know when you're around. Ready? Go. I'm trying to. If you be quiet, I'll be loud. No, you don't. You can't be quiet. No, you don't. I don't get a chance to speak. I don't get a chance to respond, react, or anything. There's theatrics. I didn't realize we was in like a comedy show, too. I thought we was coming here to politic.
We are Dick Stop. We are Dick Stop. Bro, stop. I say that in a loving way. When I say dick to a homie.
Don't touch me when you talk about dicks.
Loving way. When I say dick to a homie.
Don't touch me when you talk about dicks. Please, bro. I'm a real one, homie. I'm a man. I got grown sons, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's too much tequila or what, bro. Please, bro. I'm a real one, homie. I'm a man. I got grown sons, bro. I don't want, homie. I'm a man. I got grown sons, bro.
Don't be scared, homie. Woo!
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's too much tequila or what, bro. We lose. Hey, I'm glad to have been here. Black Box Productions, Cliche T3, shout out to American Cholo. We about
We're still going. No, we're still going. What's up?
Oh, you said what?
So we're still going. We're good after this.
Yeah. So what else you got in mind?
I think after this we'll just wrap it up and.
All right, that's enough. Plus, I don't want to hear that pendejo talk. You know what I mean? He's so much on a high horse. That is the kind of vato that his shit doesn't stink. He thinks he does it. But anyways, so basically, Spider Loke and another guest, Shiesty, Pooh Shiesty, Shoe Shiesty, went on Alvin and the Chipmunks podcast. And the whole time, Alvin is giving these analogies. Well, what if Mexicans didn't buy rap? Well, what if Mexicans didn't attend the concerts? Well, what if Mexicans didn't do this? And what if Mexicans didn't do that? Hey, pendejo, we don't need anyone that's not a Mexican talking about us. How about you leave it to the Mexicans to talk about the Mexicans? Because this individual has been known to start wars on the internet and drag other people into it. So this is what happens when you have someone that is insensitive to the atmosphere, can't feel the respectful professional energy from his guest, and instead of mirroring and matching that energy, he's gonna do what he does. Juvenile Hall Alvin. Dick. And I can only stand about 3 minutes of it. I saw about 3 minutes of it. The guy couldn't even get a single word in edgewise. And I'm talking about Spider Loke. And I'm going to go ahead and play it right now. He did a reaction video to that incident. I want you to hear what he says because we express similar sentiments. Very similar. Let me go ahead and just bring that up. Because, again, people say, oh, it's the Alvin channel. I don't, fuck. You think I want to talk about this guy? I got better shit to do, man. Talk about this guy. But this guy's involving us in his pinche guerras? Hell no. All right, let me see what we got. Okay. All right, hold on, gente. No, it's somewhere. Here it is.
And I don't know.
All right. Here we go. My bad. Let me bring that up. Bingo. My phone's blowing up. Orale. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and see what the brothers are saying. The brothers are saying now after, this is the gentleman in the middle, Spider Loke. I don't know the individual. I really, really don't. I just know that Alex from Street TV, shout out to Alex, man, from Street TV. He has been having him on. Alex expanded his podcast from uploading videos to more podcast-centric style show. And so let's see what they say. And the comment section, we'll give it up to the Raza's court. The Raza's court. Your opinion.
I'm a shout out to y'all for going. I appreciate y'all going because I wouldn't went.
Respect.
I understand the whole dialogue of opening conversations up and getting it like that. But then I think certain people, it's for them conversation, not just anybody. I think American Cholo himself, not just what I'm saying? I don't know him personally. I'm saying the character American Cholo, he wishy-washy. It be here 1 minute, here and this. I watched a lot of content. I seen him go up to no jumper. I seen all the stuff, the tactics. Then I seen him try to run for the office type stuff supposed to be going on. I seen different ways. I'm not a gang member, but I'm from the hood. I'm not a gang member, but if you say something, I bring 100 essays with me.
Wait a second. Oh, man. Have you ever had that moment where, someone else repeats your sentiment and it's reaffirming? Because I'm a good judge of character. Again, a good judge of character. Came from the calles, and now I do work in the community. I could see when people are on the fence, and next thing you know, boom, they get arrested. And I'm like, shit, this dude right here was portraying to be for the community, portraying to help at-risk youth, portraying to not be a gang member, and then he gets arrested with a cuete, bandana, dope, and all kinds of shit, right? I'm not saying AC's going to do that. Obviously, he's not a pendejo. That's why he only went to juvenile hall 3 times. But let's hear this again. Let's hear this one more time because I couldn't have said it better myself.
Going because I wouldn't went.
Respect.
I understand the whole dialogue of opening conversations up and getting it like that. But then I think certain people, it's for them conversation, not just anybody. I think American Cholo himself.
Okay, do you hear what he said? He goes, I think certain conversations are for certain people. That means hay niveles, cabrones. That's what he's saying. That conversation, I don't give a shit how big a horse Alvin thinks he's on. He thinks he's King Arthur or whatever. You're not on that level to have conversations when it comes to relations with other communities. If everyone would have got behind that Cali Mac bullshit, he would have crashed the car 2 or 3 times already. Can't you see it? Can't you see it? For all the ones, no, Mikey, this, no. I feel like Lucky right now. There ain't no one here to try to, tone me down. So I'm going to tell you, I told you so. For everyone that said, nah, Mikey, you got to jump on it. Nah, Mikey, da-da-da. I told you so. Certain conversations are for certain people, not Alvin.
I just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally. I'm just saying the character American Cholo, he wishy-washy. It be here 1 minute, here and this. I watched a lot of content. I seen him go up to no jumper. I seen all the stuff, the tactics. Then I seen him try to run for the office type stuff supposed to be going on. I seen different ways. I'm not a gang member, but I'm from the hood. I'm not a gang member, but if you say something, I bring 100 essays with me. It's like on the fence. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of stuff he do, it just is not, you know what I'm saying? It just whatever for that moment. Now, the conversation itself, the whole time I think the conversation was just more, it was a lot of pain and pain and other stuff like being tacked on both sides. Not just on his side, on both sides. Mm-hmm. With the Wallman shit, chicken shit, with the taco shit, all that, you know what I'm saying? It just, certain shit just like don't need to be said. He had valid points when he said, by hip-hop, we said hip-hop is ours. Hip-hop is ours, we wouldn't need them to support. So them supporting, them doing all this stuff, that makes them a part of this community as well too. When the conversation is not really taken serious. It's like
he was being very facetious.
Exactly. So that automatic, like, and it's like that's his character. It's not like, not saying that I'm tagging him.
I wasn't aware of that, but through the comments, the text message, and just DMs I've gotten from all my Sereno partners, that expressed their lack of appreciation for what I went through on your channel, American Controllers. Not just me. I told you on camera, you know this is being recorded. So my position seemed to resonate with all my brown brothers, and it's all respect to you. And I know we.
Now, I just want to clarify something. It's he's not speaking for all the brown brothers, because whoever tapped in with them, obviously, there's not one person that represents all the brown brothers. But here's a clear distinction that I want to make. This individual is bringing Mexicans into his own personal beefs that he's starting. First of all, we know he has a complex. We know he has a complex because Marvelous told him he's not Chicano, and he ain't been the same since. He ain't been the same since. After that, he got off the rails. Remember? He threw West Coast Graffiti under the bus. And I'm a little bit aguitado with West Coast Graffiti because he fucking blocked everybody. Like all of the raza. So, like West Coast Graffiti, what do you want to do, Way? You want to be on a pinchy isolated island? Come on now. He blocked me. I can't believe he blocked Chemo. Chemo told me that he blocked him too. But anyways, still, shout out to West Coast Graffiti. At least he was man enough to say, I'm not going to be treated unfairly, especially from you, Alvin. So he's not speaking for the raza. Let's leave it up to the raza for them to decide who is the voice for them. And the voice is someone that you can get behind. It's someone that's sacrificial. They're not looking for their interests. They're not looking to sit in a seat. They're not looking for a position, kind of like David in the Bible. The best leader, according to God, in the Bible at that time was not the 7 sons, the 6 of them that looked strong and big and everything. It was the one that didn't want to be the leader. That is the one that was the right leader because God knew that he wasn't going to mess it up because God doesn't see the outside of man, the Bible says. He sees the heart. Let's keep it going.
We intend to extend this dialogue, but I believe my experience was one. And he texted me, to be totally honest, and I think Tequila played a part, excitement, and probably passion, pain, like my brothers insinuated.
Passion and pain, I get it. That's when you're talking about sensitive issues. Los Angeles has a history of black and brown conflicts spanning back a lot of decades. I'm not saying it's like that now, nor am I trying to stir the pot. Absolutely not, because I'm not in that region. We don't have that here in the Central Coast. We grew up in the same communities, fucking with each other. The gabachos, blonde hair, blue eyes, African Americans, blacks, Mexicans, but now it's like 80% Mexican, 90 maybe even here. So I don't know about anything when it comes to conflicts like that. But I don't think it had to do with passion and what the conversation was. It was this, cabrones, that he didn't drink tequila. The tequila drank him. And here he goes, juvenile hall, just like Lucky said. He called him a lame. You were right, Lucky. This lame is the last person to be on the front lines and represent any group of people.
Because he came with the whole BBG thing that I've never heard. And tequila. But he texted me and let me know, being funny but serious, next time I'm going to shut up. So salute to that, AC.
So you never heard about a big...
Yeah, next time you're going to shut up, huh? Too late. He would have already caught... How many wars... Let me... Shit, man. I'm getting too fired up. Whew. How many wars will we have... And these are online wars, okay? Let's keep it a buck, okay? Don't be like these pendejos that just watch the TV and they're all brainwashed and all of a sudden they want a trench coat mafia, grab a pinche rifle and go do some shit. The internet's all bullshit. It's YouTube landia, so cálmase, gente, okay? It's all entertainment at the end of the day, all right? Cálmase. Even though I would run that fade with Alvin. What's he scared of? I'm 180 pounds. You're like 250. But anyways, this individual kept saying during that interview, what if Mexicans did this? What if Mexicans did that? Spider Loke just said it. There's certain people for certain conversations. This individual is not the one. He doesn't know what lane to go in. You're a politician one day. You're a community activist for gangs. And then the next day, you're a gangbanger. You heard him say that. Didn't you just hear? That's right. Hulk Hogan's in the casa, cabron. That's right. Hey, Hulk Hogan, I like that one meme that they made of you, brother. The one that they said, when you go to Thanksgiving table and they say, don't speak politics. It's Trumpomania, brother. It's Shout out to Hulk Hogan, cabrón. That's right, Matthew Carrillo. That's right, my boy. He says Norte Raza. That's right, my boy. I can't wait for the new banner to come in. It's a bad one. The wifey got. It says Raza Unity. It's Raza Unity. Matthew Carrillo is a hard message, man. Especially in Salinas. You know, people know the history of Salinas. The whole northern movement started right here. Right here. And if you want to know about that, it's members only stuff. All right, we're not gonna get into that tonight. Again, the things that Spider-Loc said were spot on. I almost felt like Mike dropping the podcast and turning it off and be like, that's it. That's it. I just needed some validation, and not within the community, but from another community, that they see the moves, they see the tactics. And Alvin's the kind of guy, Alvin is the kind of individual, he'll crash the car, get everyone inside a wreck, and the next morning act like nothing happened. Nothing. Just like when he got fired, he didn't mention anything to his constituents, anything to everyone he was telling to vote for him. He didn't say anything to anyone, and he got fired, and he didn't want anyone to know about it. Just game, recognize game. That's all I'm trying to say. Now, there's something that Spider-Loc did mention that I want to bring up right now. He mentioned Raza when it comes to hip-hop. Okay? My opinion is my opinion only. No one else's. I only speak for me, for Mikey. So hit that pinchy like and hit that subscribe, you know, and hit the bell and hit the all. My question to the Raza tonight. Let's get this out of the way. My question to the Raza is this. Is the Raza, our Mexicans, our Chicanos, us, live on Chicano Street, cabrones, are we guests in hip-hop, rap, or does hip-hop and rap belong to us? Now, Spider-Loc said this, that Baby Sinclair is another nickname for Alvin. He said that Baby Sinclair, Chemo came up with that. I forgot someone said that. I said that. No, I didn't say Baby Sinclair. Chemo came up with that. You seen the video. Go back and watch the replay. I played the video. Baby Sinclair said, because we're the consumers. We're the biggest consumers of rap music and hip-hop, that we belong to it. I disagree. Why do I disagree? Well, let me give you my reasons, cabrones. Hit that pinche like. Hater Ranker says, AC looks like he gets 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I'm telling you, he's on a good one, huh? He's on a good one. Yeah, it's just it's a shame that he can't see on the outside looking in. You know, you don't see your flaws, man. No one does. It takes a third-party person to call you on it. And then if you have an ego, you don't want to hear it. That's the last person we need as any kind of leader. So just do your channel. Talk your CNN politics, right? But don't involve the Raza. Don't involve Mexicans. Don't involve Chicanos. Because you ain't got a drop of blood of anything I just said inside of you. Okay? Not that serious. Cálmanse. Because we're the largest consumers. So if the Raza, let's say this, if the Raza is the largest consumer of beer, let's use beer as an analogy. If we're the largest consumers of alcohol beer, does that mean that beer belongs to the Raza and it's part of us and it's ours? Absolutely not. Beer belongs to, it came from Europe. Actually, I think it came from Germany, but someone can fact check me. Okay, I'm not going to look that up on Google. I could right now, but I look too cheesy. Absolutely not. Are we the biggest consumers? That don't mean if we're the biggest consumers that rap belongs to us. But I'm going to simplify it a whole lot more. I'm going to dumb it down to layman's terms. That way all of us can understand a different analogy. Think about your heritage. Mexican. Here's the flag. Think about our culture. Think about your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents. Anywhere in those generations of those memories that I just mentioned, parents, if you're from Mexican, I mean, you can only relate if you're Mexican. I mean, from the Mexican culture, this is who I'm speaking for, right? I'm Mexican. Your parents, your grandparents, your great grandparents, was rap music anywhere in there? I want to know. Was rap music anywhere in there? Okay, so that's question number one, and the answer is no, right? Rap music came on the scene like, what was it? Sugar Hill Gang in 79. I wish I had Tony A. Tony A knows. Shout out to Tony A. Sugar Hill Gang. I don't know when rap came around. That's my best guess, right? So it was in the late 70s. So, okay, I'll give you that. So let's go to the 70s when rap came out. Did any of you see any Chicanos, any Mexicans in the barrios? In the barrios. Did you see Mexicans, Chicanos rapping? Playing rap music? At all? Someone let me know. Because I did not. Again, I'm young, cabrones. Some of the youngsters call me OG. Got a little bit of canas. I'm born in 81. So my earliest memories are the 80s. I don't have no 70s memories. But my memories, my earliest memories are Chicanos, veteranos, older dudes, Chicanos in general, playing oldies, playing old school, maybe sprinkling some reggae, but that's it. So at the end of the day, this might be the controversial statement right here. At the end of the day, rap music and hip hop music is not ours. It's not. Now, Spider Loke said, he gave a good analogy. He goes, I can make a taco, this is what Spider Loke said, but it would be a black taco, black rendition of a taco. That's yours. Rap and hip hop, that's ours. And I agree with him. We might open up the phone lines now. Let's open up the phone lines since we got a little bit of time. If anyone wants to give a call, 831-204-6977. If not, we're going to keep it pushing on anything that I said. SD Roots is in the casa. He says, have we contributed to it? Yes. Does it belong to us? No. Guess we are guests. Hey. That's what I say, cabrón. But again, that's just my opinion. Maybe some people se van a agüitar. Mikey, rap is not ours, cabrones. Oldies are ours. Come on. Remember the look at the perfect scene in Menace to Society. Remember when they whooped Kane's ass? And was it Old Dog too? Remember when he said, I thought you boys liked barbecues. No disrespect. You remember that? It was that scene, and then they threw him in the cop car in the back, and they nightsticked him. I don't know if Old Dog was there, but I know for sure Kane was there. Okay, I know for sure Kane was there.
And we just gonna find these little marks and smoke them. Shit ain't that hard.
And where did they drop them off? They dropped them off in the Chicano neighborhood. They got beat down by the Judas and got dropped off in Gage Maravilla. I'm just kidding. Shout out to Gage Maravilla. An episode of Gangland just came across my mind real quick. Gage Maravilla. This neighborhood is inhabited by Gage Maravilla. But shout out to them. And what were the Chicanos doing, or what music were they listening to? It wasn't rap music. I'll tell you that. They're listening to oldies. Now, I didn't mention this, but I should. I'll take the time to mention it right now. Not only is it oldies, that's part of our culture, and old school is part of our culture, but also Spanish music. But that goes without saying. I shouldn't have to mention that, cabrones. You should already know that Spanish music is part of our culture. Okay? Go back and on my timeline and go to the Cinco de Mayo show. It was lit. When I got back from San Jose, Story and King, on Cinco de Mayo, I kept the Tejana on. I jumped in the DJ booth, and we dropped nothing but bangers. Spanish bangers. Go back and listen to the Spanish show. I mean, the music show on Cinco de Mayo. But does the people, let me see if the people agree with me. Or maybe they say, nah, chale. Senkel says, keep rap. I prefer my tacos over everything. I'm not saying I don't listen to rap music. Matter of fact, rap music is my favorite music playlist to play when I'm working out. I work out twice a week. Spencer, I had to show the guns. That's my playlist when I listen. Well, that and rock and roll. Rock and roll really, you know what rock and roll does? This is crazy. This just goes to show you what music does to it. You know what rock and roll does? It makes you want to play tackle football on the concrete. Like, let's just fucking go, cabron. That's what rock and roll does. And well, music does influence a lot the mind. It changes the vibration of the body. It changes the frequency. Marvelous will be coming on the show on Mexican Independence Day. Maybe we can ask Marvelous. And it does. You know, that's why back in the day, I hate to say it, but when we had cassettes, you know, I had a cassette that I titled Drive By Music. Spencer. Now I understand. It needed to get, you know, it was like pump you up music, and that's what music does. But anyways, oldies, old school, and Spanish music. Rap is cool. It's great. We're gonna do the King of Cali every time Pocho One hits the podcast. I want to give a shout out to Tres too. Shout out to Tres. He DM'd me. He appreciated that we included him in the King of Cali. He appreciated that we included him in the King of Cali playlist. And cabron, I told him, well, we give credit where credit is due. Absolutely. Caller, you're live on Chicano Street. What you got to say?
Because you said that oldies belong to us. However, using your logic and your the statement you just provided us, if you're going to say that Chicanos, Mexican, Hispanics, Latinx, whatever, don't belong in hip-hop, then we don't belong to oldies either. Why? Because it was the blacks who invented the oldies. Don't forget that was their music. Chicanos just started listening to it. I was agreeing with you when you were talking about, like, Spanish music, which I'm pretty sure you meant corridos, mariachis, and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
But you can't pick and choose that oldies belong to us because that was your generation, right? It was your generation, the ones who really listened to oldies. Nobody listens to oldies anymore. I grew up in the early 2000s, and that was dead already. That oldies.
You mean the artists that sing the songs? Okay. No, you're saying that the artists, the majority of the oldie songs are sung by Africanos. Okay, so you're saying, in your logic, you're saying if I don't know if I said that, you said that, I said that, but the creator, if you're a creator, unless you're a creator of whatever it is you want to adapt to the culture, you can't claim it. Is that what you're saying? Hey, I appreciate the feedback, cabron, man. Stay tuned. Hey, órale. I appreciate you, carnal. Gracias. That's a great call, great feedback. I don't know if I said that or not, but let me clarify. What I'm saying is we didn't create the sound, but it's part of our culture. Okay? And Sugar Hill Gang and all that in the 70s, I guess that's when rap started, or the Batter Ram and all that. That's great, great music. It's not our culture. And let me just keep it a buck with you. When it comes to Chicano rap, I didn't grow up listening to Chicano rap. I didn't. Maybe that's affecting maybe I'm biased because I didn't. I talked to Tony A a couple weeks ago. When I talked to Tony A, I let him know the only Chicano rap CD I ever had was Spanish Fly. And they were from Harbor area. That's his neck of the woods. That's Wilmington. Live on Chicano Street, Risky Business. ¿Cómo estás, cabrón? You're on the road or you're at the chante?
Yes, sir, man. You know I stay on the road.
That's right. What you got to say about anything that I said, cabrón?
Hey, the last part of the last caller was muted. Or
Shit.
We couldn't hear it. Pero checa if they can hear me.
Okay, no. I got you on the levels. I think what happened is when I change cameras, it does something. I'm not going to change cameras. Go ahead. What you got to say? What are we talking about? Alvin? Or are we talking about rap? Or Spider Loke? Or Daniela?
Yeah. Let's keep it on that rap topic because look.
Good.
So you're agreeing with Spider Loke, right? Pretty much is what you're saying, that rap belongs to them and it doesn't belong to the Raza. And Raza are guests in hip hop. You're agreeing with him. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Okay. My opinion is that I think Spider Loke isn't even qualified to make that decision because does Spider Loke make hip hop? Or does he make no, en serio, because like his music is a subgenre under hip hop. Now, if we're looking at it, if we're really breaking it down,
right?
What was created? When was it? In the 70s, 80s, whatever the hell that was, right?
I think late 70s.
Late 70s, right? What was created then isn't what Spider Loke is doing. So, are we talking about hip hop, or are we talking about music? Are we talking about rap? Are we talking about gangster rap? There's all kinds of shit.
Let's keep it in general, and let's just say rhyming. Who does rhyming belong to? When you think rhyming over a song, what community comes to your mind?
I mean, when you put over a song, but when you first rhyming, I mean, that can go back to the poets from back in the days, no?
I mean, we can go back to Psalms and say the psalmist, the Jews. I mean, we can go a lot of ways there.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't think anybody can say a particular group of people owns music. Like, that's what we're talking about here. Like, they're saying that Spider Loke is saying that they own music. Like you might own the music that you make, right? But do you own the whole genre? I don't think so, man. That doesn't even make sense.
I mean, why is it even? Why do you think it's even something to contend for? Why should we be arguing? Why can't the Raza say, you know what? It's oldies and it's Spanish music. That's ours. I mean, that's just historically correct. I mean, look at your ancestors. Look at your great-grandparents, parents, etc. We're not talking about the new generation. Why even argue about this?
I think it's just because people don't say what they really mean, right? And they try to hide the real meaning under other shit.
Well, not
me.
me.
I think what's really being talked... Well, no. I'm just saying, like generally, just about this topic, right? About the hip hop, guests or not. I mean, I think what Spider Loke maybe is insane is that, you know, you guys suck, and we don't appreciate the way that you sound, or just on some, I'm going to say, you know, just on some racist shit. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Because look. because I see that a lot, right? And I can see right through people, right? I read between the lines pretty well. A lot of people, I know they don't, or maybe they pretend not to, but that's, why not just talk about it?
Yeah.
Why mask it with rap or hip hop or this or that, or you know what I mean? Like, so it's Spider-Lo the owner. That goes back to their mentality or his mentality of reparations. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get into that, but I'm just pointing out the pattern of the mindset.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that character.
Entitlement.
Yeah, I don't know that character. I don't know his stances on certain things. And yeah, you're right. It can affect it. But I'm saying there's nothing to fight about. Let's give the black community, give them rap, give them hip hop. They got major bars. We're guessing it. What's the problem?
Yeah, no, I mean, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like, you can look at it that way too. You know what I mean? There's nothing to
split hairs about.
Argue over. It's just interesting how certain people are entitled. You know what I mean? That's what I like to point out. But on another note, hey, what's wrong with Jorge Ramos? I hear you talk about Jorge Ramos a lot. Wait, what's wrong with Jorge Ramos? What do you do?
Jorge Ramos basically jumped on the whole lockdown. When they locked down the state, he jumped on wearing 8 masks, 5 visors, 10 gloves. He was getting everyone scared. He was doing videos in front of these meat trucks in New York. You remember when they're throwing bodies and all this shit. And just to find out they did all that shit, so for the first time in U.S. history, they could do paper elections. He just seems to be a liberal, and liberals are ruining this state. I mean, I just got to keep it a buck. So I don't got nothing personal against him.
Yeah, because every time you say Jorge Ramos, I can't help to think that, I mean, like it or not, the Raza, growing up, and even now, the Raza, the real Raza, you know what I mean? There's some people that, like I said before, not every Mexicano is Raza, you know what I mean? Like, but that's for a later day. But look, check it out.
No. That's not for a later day. What do you mean, not every Okay, if you got blood ties from both parents to Mexico, that's not Raza?
Okay, look, let me break that down. Where I'm from, and it's funny because where you mentioned McAllen, Edinburgh, the RGV, that's where I'm from, way.
Oh, okay. I got a buddy down there. He's building houses.
Okay, so check it out. To us down here, when we use the term raza, we're talking about like the street vendors, the taco ladies, but what you guys would call paisas, except that down here we don't have the distinction between Chicanos and Mexicanos. We're all one. We're all Mexicanos, right? So the word raza, but check it out. There is also a word which gets used down here, which is a fresa. Now a fresa would be like a coconut, would be like whitewashed. A whitewashed person, a coconut, doesn't fit under raza to us, right? So that's why I say that every Mexican is not raza. Yeah, you could be Mexican by birth, but raza, that raza, like that comes down to like.
I get you.
Really deep into the culture. You can't just say use the title Mexican, fly the flag, but not. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, be choppy with your Spanish or shit like that. That you're not raza at that point. At that point, you're Chicano, you're Mexicano, you're Tejano, you're whatever. But you ain't raza at that point.
Hey, real quick, before you go, what do you think about the young girl in North Carolina, Daniela? It looks like it's getting swept under the carpet. Is that what's happening? Friends helping friends? Money talks?
That's crooked America. But wait, but look, this is the question. What are Chicanos going to do about it?
Risky business in the casa.
Because look, Vanessa Guillen, and she was from Houston.
Yep.
I didn't see the Chicanos really make much noise like when BLM gets together in them, right? So what are the Chicanos gonna do about it?
Risky business.
Where's the? I'm waiting to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly, man. No, I appreciate the call. I'm gonna take another call. I appreciate your risky business. Hey, buenas noches, cabrón.
Alias.
Ándale, cuídate. That's right. Risky business, dropping knowledge. I want to read this comment. Homeboy called in, so he automatically wins. But saying Oldies been dead since the early 2000s, I also disagree with that. It's and I'm not narrow-minded. I mean, maybe young Chicanos can be like, hey, Mikey, that was those days. This is new shit. I get that. It's pumping through your veins. I get it. It is Mexicano. It is Raza. But come on, youngsters. Come on. And I don't know if he was a youngster or not, Joe, that called in. But Oldies pumps through my veins, cabron. Mexican music, Spanish music pumps through my veins, cabron. But that's just me. All right, you guys. Let's take the last comments in of the night. You know what's funny? Is que mala. You already know the Raza gave her a nickname, man. It's que mala eres, right? Que mala. All of a sudden, she said this a week and a half ago. She said if she gets elected, she will put millions of dollars into completing the border wall. Gente, they're switching their stances. They're switching all of their positions in front of us. This pinche que mala eres, she'll go to a southern state and speak with a black accent. Y'all better vote, y'all. And then go to a gabacho gringo state. You better get out and vote. Make sure you are voting. She is a pinche chameleon. Now they want to build the border wall. Oh, wait a second. Because now it's a bad idea that there's an invasion happening at the southern border. Uncle Trump, he posted a little meme. A lot of people get mad when I mention Uncle Trump, but it is what it is. We ain't got no filter over here, okay? And plus, the hood don't give a shit what you think, right? Uncle Trump posted a meme, and it was a dark alley with a vato in black. You only seen his shadow, and it was a lady walking down that alley, and obviously it was a bad situation. Tens of thousands are crossing over that border that aren't even Raza. And you're okay with it? Que mala all of a sudden. Well, see what they do in order to get the vote. They switch up. She doesn't know. This is the reason she's not doing press conferences. She's the first presidential nominee. The first. That wasn't duly elected by the DNC, their party. And for 50 days now, has not done a single unscripted press conference or interview because she doesn't know whether she wants to be a radical left progressive from California or be some kind of moderate Democrat. And I heard her campaign is in shambles. They don't even know what to do. So guess what they're going to do? Shh. Don't say nothing. We're going to sneak you in the elections. Just shut your mouth. Don't laugh like a hyena and act believable for once. Act believable where the people can actually think you give a shit, because she doesn't. And now she wants to put millions of dollars into finishing the border wall. There was nothing wrong with the border wall to begin with. Countries have had borders forever. Forever.
Call from
the homie Kike from Escondido.
That's right, the homie Kike from Escondido's in the casa, live on Chicano Street. What you got to say, cabron?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, look, I just want to just do a little quick drive-by comment. This is regarding the entire, whether we're guests or contributors or, you know what it is, originators, whatever the fuck in hip-hop, right?
Simon.
Okay, have you heard of Coyote for Hire or the Coyotes? I
just heard of them. They were on Rhodium Radio.
Yeah, dude, they're blowing the fuck up, man. Okay, so check this out, Mikey. This is just for you to like do your homework here, doggy, real quick.
Simon.
These vatos were in an interview where one of the hosts of the interview just kept knocking them, dog, for like anything from fucking the way that they rap, how they can't get into their type of music. And these vatos are on like some straight hip hop shit, no gang banging, no fucking flying rags, none of that shit, man.
Simon.
This is straight bars, hip hop, fucking shit that gets you moving high, bro. Y el pedo es que uno de esos güeyes se pasó de verga, como el Alvin se estaba pasando de verga con el Spider-Loc, right?
Sí.
Y ahí luego, it's on YouTube, bro. Just go to the Coyote channel and shit, and you'll see the conclusion of that video, bro.
Simon.
But we have to stop taking that type of disrespect, man. When it comes down to it, and there's another thing too, man. When it comes to hip hop, we're at such a late stage in hip hop where hip hop is global, man. Like the contributions are from all over the globe. I'm pretty sure a lot of your favorite West Coast artists have collabed with a lot of people in either Europe, Japan, South America. You know,
right?
Like I think we're just at the point where it's all part. We're past being guests, man. Because at this point we're all contributors and we're all, you know, riffing off of each other's styles and cultures. You know.
Oh yeah.
It's just one big melting pot at this point. I understand, you know, taking it back to the 70s, you know, with the Sugar Hill Gang and everything you were saying, but I mean, like the 80s weren't that far ahead, and at that point we already had DJs and a few MCs already putting it down too, you know.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate that input. Hey, gracias for that comment, cabrón. I'm gonna play the Coyote clip right now.
All right. Have a good night, Mikey. Thank you for your time, man. Have a good one.
Ándale, Kike from Escondido checking in. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
That was a great segue into this clip. And we'll end it. We'll start wrapping it up right now. But Jaime says Oldies forever. Again, maybe it's just me. I'm an older head. Maybe it's just me. Give me oldies and Spanish music because that's what we grew up on. All right, let me go ahead and show what the carnal Quique from Escondido was talking about right now. And I'm going to also put up a comment that what Central Cal said. It can get there. It can kick off. But again, who is the ones that's kicking this shit off, gente? It ain't the Raza.
I think they're competing with the J. Cole's and the Kendrick.
See, I'm not just
How's
saying.
it not?
No,
How's it not? I disagree.
Because
How's it
all
not?
the music y'all make is like some Yo Keto Taco Bell
Nah,
music.
this
And
is
I just
crazy.
don't fuck with it.
Hey, name
I'm
one
saying
song
most
that's like
people
that.
Can't relate to it. It's like our culture. How can I?
Can you relate to it?
About?
I mean,
You think white suburban kids was related to Kodak Black? You think they were related to NWA when they came out? It doesn't matter. It's somebody speaking
But
from
y'all
an
not.
Okay, so that's Coyote. What are their names? The Coyotes. Okay, I just found out about them when they hit Rhodium Radio the other day. So I gotta confess, I'm not up on game, Quique Escondido, but I'm gonna find out.
NWA, y'all not that.
We're
deep,
MWA.
bro.
We're hip hop.
If we're being
MWA.
honest,
From an authentic place.
If we're being real, bro. Y'all make like fucking like.
Okay, so he put his hands on him. Again, it's crossing lines, but people that are yelling and emotional, shit's gonna happen, okay? And it goes south. It goes south really fast right now because, okay, first of all, the Africano, the black brother right here with the green hat, he said Taco Bell. That could have been a riot kicker. Just that by itself. Then he put his hands on him, so he's doing what Alvin did. This brother in the green hat is doing everything Alvin did to Spider-Loc. Let's see what's up.
Meaner music. If you're
Hey, boy.
Oh, no.
Hey, chill. Come on. Get this motherfucker.
That's fucking serious, man.
Why you waste my fucking time? Man, September 14th, the Regent Theater. Let's see if nobody fucks with us, you punk ass bum.
I'm not just saying.
Oh, shit. It went south real fast. I mean, south. So this one is on, you can go to the IG page, You Ain't Hard News, and You Ain't Hard Food. Okay, that's the one that put that up there. Chinga. Hey, gracias, Quique de Escondido, man. You just reminded me, I'm not up on game. Okay, so let's say Chicanos have an M&M. Let's say Chicanos have an M&M. That's great. Absolutely, I would understand that gift came from above. Okay, that gift comes to master Ebonics and rhyme on that level. It's a gift. But does that mean it belongs to us? No. Now, I'm not saying we're not participating in it. Now, if you look at the concert goers and the ones that consume the music, it's probably us. It's probably us. But maybe I'm more old school than that. I don't know, man. HCB Chemistry is laughing. Chingado, man. Yeah, they threw chingazos. So what I would have done, respectful, well, hopefully it would have never get there, right? But what I would have done, because the cameras are rolling, cabrones, I ain't catching no more cases. I would have been like, I would have got up, get out of the camera view, because hopefully I would have been seeing it on my phone or something, and then call the cat over there and maybe stole on him on the side. But I understand taking flight and when the lines get crossed. You just got to be careful, man, especially if you're out in public, especially with your family and with your children. Absolutely not. I don't give a shit. It needs the warrant for me to take off and do some shit like that in front of my family. But podcasts can get a little bit hot. Now, I don't want to gaslight things and let you, Alvin, I don't want to say, Alvin, see what you started? Pendejo. No. I'm not even throwing that on Alvin. He's going to keep digging his own grave. You just watch. He's going to keep digging. This is the third wreck. Then there's going to be a fourth wreck with the brothers. Then there's going to be a fifth wreck because, again, Spider-Loke said it. There's certain individuals for certain conversations. That means, Alvin, you can't lead a hill of ants. And we don't want you to because you're going to wreck us all. All right, let's get the last comments in of the night. That's what I'm saying. Racist shit. Okay. Yeah, Beaner music, cabron, boom. He took off. Now, let me go, and after this live, okay, I'm going to tap back in with the familia right now. And shout out to the beautiful, smoking, hot, sexy executive producer that all of this is the executive producer's set right here. Shout out to her. Go tap back in with the family. I'm going to go and hear some coyotes. I want to hear some fire. I want to hear some spit. I've heard of rappers that have bars. It's just not our culture. You guys are going to get mad when I say that, man. Sean Casa in the Casa. That's right, my boy. Gnarly Vato 1999, cabrón. 1999. Man. I was in K-Pod in 1999. Yeah, look to stage. I don't know, bro. I mean, it was toward the end. Okay, so the thumbnail said stage, but that's just thumbnail caption, so you can click on it. That's what I think it is. Because you got to come up with some kind of caption people are going to tap in, like the Banda world, right? The Paisa world. He'll put in, did I set him up with the phone call? No one cares, bro. Matter of fact, shave the beard, bro, because it's already bad. You don't have a neck. Now the beard is growing over what you already don't have. You look like you're on Megan's Law. OT is the Raza Slim Shady. Okay. I'm not knowing. All right, we're going to take the last call of the night, you guys. That's right, live on Chicano Street. Science teacher, you are live. What you got to say, cabrón?
Hey, primero, saludos, Mikey. Buenas noches. Blessings to all your family. I know you got to take off. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents before you take off pretty fast.
Hey, como no, science teacher. You got the floor, carnal.
No, but just I've done some research before on music, just to get as deep as I could possibly get with it. And we all know music is universal. It evolves over time, carnal. But one thing, I'm going to speak for the Raza here. No disrespect to anybody, you know what I mean? Because I don't mean any disrespect, towards anybody. I'm just talking about with the Raza, from a Raza perspective, why we like oldies.
Simon.
If you look back, Mexicans in particular, los Chicanos, whatever you want to call us, homes, we've been listening to the same type of music for the past 200 years. And when you translate our music in English, they're oldies. And if you go back, without no disrespect to our black brothers and sisters, their history, 50 years back, their music was very much different. 100 years back, they were damn near forbidden to listen to music.
Dropping facts and knowledge.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that oldies are the direct copy of the Mexican romantic ballads and música bonita, ¿sí me entiendes? But one thing, like los corridos have been around for over 200, if not more years, and they talk about battles, wars. They talk about stuff that now in our newer culture, rap is imitating those type of artistic ways of expressing what has occurred over time or in your own vicinity, whether neighborhood, country, or nation, whatever you want to call it. A corrido is a corrido, and a rap song is a rap song. So, and then if you look back at the music from like las películas, the movies from like Pedro Infante, there's rap battles. There's literally rap battles where in Spanish, where tiene uno el mariachi on one side y el otro tiene su mariachi en el otro lado, and whether they're competing for a girl or for whatever, but one mariachi goes and while the other freestyles, you know, ¿me entiendes? Tú estás feo, panzón y gordo, y whatever, you know what I mean? And the other one then they'll go, you know what I mean? It'll be like a back and forth. So there is a history between street, I would say, lyrical battles in the Mexican community that has taken place for over 200 years. I just want to throw that out there, no disrespect to anybody. And the one last thing, carnal, I do want to say that Michael Jackson has, when he was alive, he would say he invented his own moves and his own stuff, but he copied Resortes. His style, his look, his dances. If you look at Resortes, the Mexican character that dances.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about 1950s. He invented the moonwalk. And there's movies and videos of him doing the moonwalk. And I'm just telling you, it's an evolution. We borrow from each other. Right now, yes, culturally or is the rap, you could say maybe it does belong, and I would say it does belong to the black community, but it didn't necessarily just magically appear in the black community. They adopted, it evolved, it transcended, it was even translated into what rap is today. I just wanted to say that, buenas noches to everybody, no disrespect, and to you, like, que tengas buenas noches.
Hey, buenas noches, science teacher. Gracias for the llamada, eh?
A usted.
Ándale, cuídate.
Gracias.
A lot of people didn't know that. He just brought it back to Resorte. Damn. This character was doing the black and white moonwalk before Michael Jackson. And he was 100% Raza, Mexican. Science teacher always calling in, dropping facts, 100, 200 years. Exactly, it's in our blood. I'm glad you agreed, cabron. Sometimes I give my opinion and I think I'm on a desert island, but it's okay. We're 12,000 deep, so there's 12,000 people that at least like to listen or have the same sentiments. Gracias, science teacher. Risky business, Quique de Escondido, Joe that called in, everyone that called in. Gracias to all of you guys. All of the new subscribers. The bell has been going off throughout the whole live. We got un chingo de new subscribers. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back on Friday. Don't forget to subscribe because throughout the day, when something breaks, I'll be going live. So don't forget to hit that subscribe. Shout out to everyone that's in the comment section. Don Fierro. I could just be reading the comments for hours, cabrones. All right, I could just be reading the comments for hours. Okay, here's another one. We'll probably end it on this one right here. ACB Chemistry has to go in. Well, who started the whole thing? But who started it is different from whether it's part of our culture way. I think that's where me and Joe disconnected, the caller Joe, because he was like, I'm not saying whoever starts it, it belongs to them. I'm saying where it's been prevalent, where it's been long-standing a part of their culture, can pretty much claim it to be theirs. Because all the Mexicanos, I remember all the Chicanos, white T-shirts and tank tops and I mean, hairnets. They weren't listening to that. They weren't listening. And to be honest with you, and I got to keep it honest, always 1,000 with people on Chicano Street, they spoke down on that. You know, back when it wasn't all gravy between black and brown, there was derogatory terms and this and that, and you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't hear this, you can't hear that, you can't wear this, you can't wear that. That's how I grew up. Now, I unprogrammed all that out of me, but one thing I'm not going to get twisted is that rap is not a part of Chicano culture. It's just not. All right, you guys, I'm going to let you guys go live on Chicano Tube. Live on Chicano Street. Don't forget to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, you got to hit the all button. We'll be back on Friday night. We got a lot of action for September, starting on 9/11, 9/13 with G. Lou. Marvelous on Mexican Independence Day. Come on, cabrones. Subscribe over to the channel. I appreciate everyone that's in the comment section. Mac Ryan, my boy. Sober from Scante. A week. Chingado, cabrón. Don't hang out with the runner then. Because the runner, he just lives in a hotel room with a foco. Gnarly Vato, Mac Ryan. Jordan Olafson. What's up, my boy? He says there's 5 elements of hip-hop as well as DJ, rapping, dancing, graffiti, consciousness. That's all to the good. That's all to the good. Nothing to split hairs about. It just doesn't belong to us. And I know you guys will drop comments after this live and let me know what you think. I'm out, you guys. I'm going to tap back in with the familia. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on Friday. But remember what I always say. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.